Hello all and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about brand new launches in spring 2024. Launches from February to March to April. I have a good amount of these perfumes with me here and I'll smell them with you, tell you what I think about them. A lot of them I've wear tested already, and then some of them I'm just going to show you whether or not I'm going to be picking them up. And then some of these also haven't launched yet, so I'll just tell you what I think of them, if it's like a smash or a pass, if I'll pick it up, whether it's worth your money. I will definitely let you know that. If you are not subscribed already, please subscribe. Welcome to my channel. And without further ado, let's get into the video. I have a bunch of fragrances right beside me that are new launches that I'm going to be reviewing, and then a lot of the other fragrances I found through iFragrance Official, either that or just going to Sephora's website and like checking what is new on there. So the first fragrance that I see on iFragrance is called Dolce & Gabbana Blue Jasmine. This is part of their like Dolce by Dolce & Gabbana line. That's the like flower bottles. When I worked as a sales associate, these did not sell very well. I never really like sold any bottles of these. The one that I would say is like somewhat popular is Dolce Garden, which is a like coconutty scent, but there's rose, there's violet, there's lily, and then they're gonna do this blue jasmine. And when I saw it, I was kind of like, I'm not too interested, but there is a fig note with some jasmine and cedarwood, and I do think that could smell good. I don't like fig, but I do. Sometimes I hate fig and sometimes I love fig, so I'm not really sure where this will sit for me because it's a really hit or miss note for me. So I will say that this one is mostly a pass because I'm not too interested in this line, but I will give it a smell. I'm kind of interested to see what it smells like, but I wouldn't blind buy this. The next perfume is Miss Dior 2024. This is the parfum version of Miss Dior, which we've never had before. I'll be honest, I'm not too interested in this fragrance. I generally like don't love Miss Dior. I like the Blooming Bouquet. I've sold a lot of bottles of Blooming Bouquet, but the original Miss Dior as well as the new like 2021 reformulation, I'm not a big fan of. I definitely will not be blind buying this. I'll probably smell it at the store, but I just don't see myself liking this. This fragrance has notes of wild strawberry as like the main note, followed by patchouli, mandarin orange, apricot, and peach. You guys know how I feel about patchouli. It is not my favorite note. I get so much patchouli in the original Miss Dior, and that's why kind of like knowing that it's going to be boosted up into a parfum that's generally stronger, I'm like, okay, there's going to be more patchouli, so I'm not too excited about that. But apparently this smells like the Miss Dior Cherie, which was everyone's favorite discontinued Miss Dior, so that does kind of interest me. I've also heard that this smells a little bit like Coco Mademoiselle, which I don't love Coco Mademoiselle, so this is definitely going to be a strong pass for me. I'll smell it if I see it at the store, but I'm not going to go to the store for this. Also, the perfumer is Francis Kurkdjian, which is really cool. Next up, we have a fragrance that I think is going to be so popular, and this is a smash. And this is Stronger With You Tobacco. All the photos of this make it look so good, and I love Stronger With You. It's like one of my favorite men's fragrances. If you haven't smelled it, it's this kind of like warm, a little peppery. There's a toffee note in Stronger With You Intensely. It's like along the lines of Spice Bomb a little bit. If you like Spice Bomb, you'd like this. And they're adding Stronger With You Tobacco, which I think is going to be so good. There's notes of cinnamon, black pepper, tobacco, cardamom, sage, vanilla, amber, and elemi resin. Sounds so warm and a little spicy. It's so funny that they're launching this in the springtime because this does not sound like a spring type of perfume. It sounds like it smells very fall wintry, very warm. Even just the photos. I'm very, very interested to smell this, and I do think this will be a smash. I think this will be really good. Always loved the Emporio Armani scents. Next up, we have one from Kilian, which I actually do have here. This is Born to Be Unforgettable, which is a Coca-Cola scent. Coca-Cola has been so popular lately. I actually met with a perfumer and she talked about how like, she traveled around the world and tried Coke from different places to see like the way it tastes and the different spices and stuff. So when she developed a cola accord, it would resonate with like certain types of people or be most likely to resonate with people, which is something I didn't even think about, like the fact that Coca-Cola would smell different in different countries. But I've never smelled this, so let's give it a smell. I don't like this bottle as much. I love Kilian. It's one of my favorite brands, but I prefer their other bottles to this collection. I don't really know what this collection's called. I'll put it up. So this is supposed to have opening notes of lime and Coca-Cola with base notes of nutmeg, cinnamon, cedar, and vanilla. Sorry, that was like, oh. Okay, interesting. I don't immediately get Coca-Cola. I immediately get this like icy lime smell, kind of like a Mountain Dew. And it smells like a men's cologne. It smells like Acqua di Gio for me, and it's made by Alberto Marias, who made Acqua di Gio. So the perfume house that made this was Firmenich, and Firmenich is like the leader of fragrances that smell like food. They're really good at capturing that like smell to taste division. This smells like Acqua di Gio. I think I'll have to put it on skin, put it on the back of my hand. Interesting. I would like this on a man. On my skin, I get the Coca-Cola a little more, but the lime note is so strong in this. It's like fresh, warm, spicy. and it smells very clean. I think that's my associations with the lime is like Windex and stuff like that, and I guess Windex is a strong word because this doesn't smell like cleaner, but it does have that like smell. Like if I were to smell this on a man, I would think it'd be clean. And the way I'm saying it on a man is because this is the kind of thing that my boyfriend really likes. He really likes fragrances that smell like cocktails, and to me, this has that cocktail note. Okay, this is really interesting. To me, this smells like Acqua di Gio, and there is a warm spicy note. Okay, it doesn't smell like Acqua di Gio, but it's like along the lines, you know? Like if I were to smell them side by side, I'm sure it would not be identical, but like it's really fresh. Okay, I can see why they launched this for the spring. I was not expecting this, but I actually like it. The way that I just opened this and it's already covered in fingerprints. This is still not like blind buy worthy, but I'd say this is like a surprising middle. It is a very interesting, to me it's like a spring fresh scent. I don't think it smells like cola very much. I just think it's like kind of like a fresh springy cologne. Next up we have a fragrance from BDK Parfum, and you guys know I'm not a big fan of this brand generally. I stopped by their store when they were in Paris because they launched this scent called 312 Saint Honoré, and I know that this is like a lactonic scent, so I definitely wanted to see what it smelled like. So I picked this up and I've wear tested it a few times, and there's that function on Fragrantica that'll tell you what perfumes your perfume smells like. And everyone says that this smells like Diptyque Clos Papier, not a perfume, another 13. But it's so funny because to me, this is like fresh and skin-like, but it's way more perfumey than those perfumes. This one, it has a lot of the floral notes, and I really quite like this. I just think it's a lot more floral than maybe it's marketed to be, or like people say. I get a lot of the floral notes. Okay, next up we have an affordable fragrance, which is fraise fouettée. Fraise fouettée from Le Monde Gourmand. This is the brand that they sell at Urban Outfitters, so these are I just like call them the Urban Outfitters perfume. But they launched this like strawberries and cream scent. I've already smelled this myself, but these perfumes retail for like $20 or something, maybe $25. This is very strawberries and cream. I really get a creaminess. I get a strawberry, which has this like shooting strawberry note that's very strong. A little tart. I'm literally salivating smelling this. This is making me hungry. It's a good like strawberries and cream scent. I just don't really want to smell like strawberries and cream. Not really my jam. So personally this is a pass, but I actually think it's like a good scent. Like I smell it and I like it. It's just like strawberry is not usually like a perfume note I go for. It's not something I usually want to smell like, but I do enjoy how this smells. It kind of reminds me of like strawberry lip smackers, but it's not plasticky. It's more like creamy. Strawberries and cream. That's what it smells like. Okay, next up we have a very hyped up brand right now. You guys might have heard of them. I've talked about them before. This is Salt and Stone. They launched body mists, and it's funny because like of course they did. I love their body wash. I use their body wash, and people really like their natural deodorant. So of course they launched their Santal and Vedver scent in a body mist. I think they came out with other ones. I just only have the Santal one. I quite like this. I was surprised when I first got it. I didn't see that it was a body mist. I thought it was eau de parfum, and I was really surprised that it was called a body mist because in terms of like strength of the scent, okay, maybe it is actually a little lighter than I remember, but to me this smells like a eau de parfum. Sandalwood. It's kind of like a dry smell. I've heard people say it smells just like Santal 33. I've never really smelled Santal 33, so I can't really be the best person to tell you whether it does or whether it doesn't, but I quite like this. It's really nice on my skin. And if you like these like Santal scents, it's really good. Personally, my favorite Santal scent is Santal d'Ancha from Armani Privé, and this is very similar. It's not as like warm or creamy, and it's a little less sweet, but it's also like $200 cheaper. So I'm just looking it up on Sephora. Apparently there's like glycerin and red algae, so since it's a body spray and not like an eau de parfum, they actually have like hydrating agents in here. If you really like sandalwood and if you've smelled their body care products, it's also affordable, so I'd say that this is actually like a smash. I like it. Okay, the next perfume is a really popular perfume that's coming out with a new flanker, and this is the new Alien Hypersense. I think the bottle is so cool. I love the look of all these like futuristic colors with the alien bottle, and the notes of this fragrance are green mandarin, pear, jasmine sandbach, and cashmere. I love cashmere. It's I think in the original Alien with like an amber note. Jasmine is obviously like the most common note in Alien. It's like super overdosed. So I like the idea of a green mandarin and pear. Pear is one of my favorite notes for the springtime because it's just like so happy. It's like spring is coming. It's juicy. It's fun. It's very alluring. And there's been a lot of like scientific research that pear notes make you happy. So I like that. This bottle is like red and a little yellow, and it's funny because like the bottle looks a little more more like, I always think of red as like very seductive and bold. The color red I think of either like rose or like pink pepper or even tobacco, but green mandarin I think of like green or yellow, spring colors, and the bottle doesn't look very springy. So maybe, I don't know, if the perfume is like more harmonious with the color of the bottle, maybe it's gonna be like deeper and like sexier than I'm imagining. Based off of the notes, Fragrantica, people say it's jasmine-y and woody. They also say it smells like Prada Paradox a little bit, so I don't know what to expect from this. Definitely wouldn't blind buy this, but I like that they're making new alien flankers and not alien goddess, because I feel like we've exhausted all of the different types of alien goddess and I'm ready to come back to alien, so definitely want to smell this. Next up we have a fragrance from Zadig & Voltaire. I know that this brand is super popular in Europe. I own their This Is Her, and it's like this warm chestnut whipped cream scent that I found off of Reddit. There was this one thread one time that was like, what's a perfume that's your favorite perfume but nobody ever talks about, like your hidden gem? And a ton of people said This Is Her, and the way they described it was like, oh, it's this like whipped cream chestnut scent that's like creamy and warm. I read this and I was like, immediately bought. So I bought this sample of it. I got like a decant of it. I still have hardly done a dent because I got so overwhelmed so quickly and I just can't wear it anymore and it makes me sick. It gives me the worst headache. But I like the idea of it. So I see that they're launching a new one called This Is Really Her. This has top notes of pink pepper and basil. Interesting. Middle notes of rose and chestnut. Okay. Base notes of honey, patchouli, and vanilla. How is there basil and chestnut and honey in the same breath? I don't know. I would not buy this because the only scents I've smelled from Zadig & Voltaire are like so strong. Apparently the basil is supposed to add like a freshness to it. I have no idea what to expect. The basil is so interesting. I definitely want to smell it. I'm very intrigued, especially by the basil note. I like chestnut, I like honey, vanilla, I like rose, I like pink pepper, and I like basil, but how's that gonna work? Apparently it smells a little bit like Lancôme Oud Bouquet, which I actually really like that scent, so I just do not know what to expect from this. I definitely want to smell it. I just don't think it's gonna be for me. Next up we have a super hyped perfume. This is the new Carolina Herrera Good Girl Lush Elixir. This is already a pass for me. Like, first of all, the bottle is ugly. The bottle is so ugly in my opinion. And I'm okay with the stiletto. I just think the pink and the black, why? Second of all, I don't like Good Girl Blush. Good Girl Blush is the weirdest powdery but sharp scent. It's so powdery. When I smell Good Girl Blush, it like, I feel like it makes my nose hairs like stick up. You know, I smell it and I'm like, how is it gonna be like powdery but abrasive at the same time? Because usually powdery is very like soft and gentle, but then there's this like, that's what I think of this perfume. Penetrating, abrasive, annoying. I don't like it. This is just my personal opinion. And they made the new elixir, so they added patchouli, which is my least favorite note in perfumery. So I don't think I'm gonna like this. What if I smelled it in store and loved it? That'd be crazy. So notes are Italian bergamot, mandarin, rose, vanilla absolute, and patchouli, which is just not interesting to me. I'm not interested. I'm bored. Yawn. Next up we have the new Marc Jacobs Daisy Wild, and it's funny because I'm not usually super interested in the Daisy line. Okay, although I did smell the Daisy Pop and I loved those, but this one, I love this bottle. I think it is so cute. I'm so excited for the perfume. The notes look amazing. Banana flower is so interesting. Macadamia. I love macadamia. I tried macadamia milk for the first time and it is so good. Like, it tastes so like naturally sweet. I love the body to the note. I'm a fan of jasmine and vetiver and sandal. I just think it's gonna be really good and I haven't smelled it. I love the bottle. I was at the airport like last week. Like, they had boxes of this for sale, but they didn't have any testers, so I wasn't able to smell it. But I'm very excited for this. I think that the bottle is so cute. I love that it looks like an actual like flower. It is so good. Whoever designed this bottle, roses, roses, roses. It looks amazing. Oh, people say it smells like Perfect. I love Perfect. People say it smells like honeysuckle. I love honeysuckle. I think it's gonna be good. I'm very excited. Next up, we have the new Sol de Janeiro cheirosa 59, which is all the rage right now. This was a Reddit joke. I remember when this first launched, I filmed my reaction to going into store and smelling this, and I was so underwhelmed. I smelled it in the store and I was kind of like, oh, like, it smelled good. It just smelled so much like something from Sol de Janeiro. But you guys, I got the body cream and I am obsessed with it. I'll show you my body cream, like I'll put a photo up or something, but this is all that I want to do. Like, I look forward to showering so I can put the body lotion on after. I've had the body lotion for about 2 weeks and it's like half full now. I have gotten so many compliments. The first day that I wore this, I went to this bar with my parents' friends, and I got so many compliments, and one of the women that was there, she was like, you smell so good, what is it? And I was like, oh, it's the like Sol de Janeiro cheirosa 59. And like 2 seconds later, I looked down, she's on her phone purchasing it on Sephora. And I was like, you know what? That is a compliment. And I was wearing this with the lotion. I think it's like vanilla and violet. I mostly like vanilla. And it's funny because there's like a hint of this like plasticky note, and I don't mind it. I really like it. I think it's so good and it's so addictive. Like when I first smelled it, I was like, okay, yeah. But then the more I smell it, like the more I'm addicted to it. Like I don't know what is in this, but the more I smell it, the more enthusiastic and like obsessed I become. And it's so funny because when I first smelled it, I was like, okay, yeah, like it's good, but it's not overwhelming. You know, all of the perfumes from Sol de Janeiro are just like neutral good, but they're so addictive. And I don't know what it is about this, but I like can't stop. I also hate this color. I don't like this color of purple. So just the color alone makes me want to dislike it, but I can't stop wearing it. So I'm obsessed. I don't know what to say, but I'm obsessed. And this is 100%, million% a smash. You guys, I have so many perfumes on here. I will make this one quick. The Flowerbomb Tiger Lily, which is this summery version of Flowerbomb. It's this like coconutty, white floral tropical scent. I put this on, I've never had a worse headache. This perfume is so strong. And maybe if you want a strong perfume that's never gonna go away and you really, really care about longevity and you have a good headache tolerance, this would be good for you. Because for me, I couldn't do it. This is coconut milk, it's mango, it sounds so good, but oh man, this is not for the faint of heart. If you want something really strong, it's funny, people will ask me to make videos of like, make a video of your most long-lasting perfumes. And I'm like, that would be a negative video because the perfumes that are so strong and so long-lasting that I can't get them off even with scrubbing, I hate those perfumes because I feel like I am victim to those perfumes because I can't escape them. But that's why I haven't made a video like that, because genuinely, like, hot take, a perfume should not last me 5 days even if I shower. A perfume should not last that long. I want to get it off. That's why I didn't really like Latafa Hamra, because that perfume, I could not get away from that perfume. I put on like one spray and I was dreaming about that perfume. It was chasing me in my dreams. I put my sweater in the wash 2 times. I could still smell Hamra. Like I could not get away from that perfume. And it was good, but it was way too much. Like not just long lasting, but like long lasting and filling the room overpowering. This perfume, maybe I'm being a little dramatic, but I just felt that way about it. And if you like a really, really strong perfume and you like coconut and tropical notes, you might like it. It's just way too strong for me. Next up, we have a perfume and I don't really want to open it. This is Libre Absolute Platine, and I've already reviewed this on YouTube and TikTok, and I haven't opened my bottle at home. It's funny because this is my signature scent at work. I work as a sales associate at a beauty counter. The bottle that we have at work, like the tester, in my opinion, that is my personal bottle. So I'm like, even though I got a bottle, I haven't opened it yet because this is my signature scent at work. I don't know, for some reason it just feels weird to wear it at home. But I love this perfume. It smells like Libre, but it doesn't at the same time. Like it's Libre, but kind of like without the vanilla. It's a little powdery, a little laundry-like. It makes me feel like a businesswoman, like ready to go to my meetings. Absolutely a 1,000,000% smash. I love this perfume. I think there's like aldehydes, and I don't usually love aldehydes, but they're so good in here. And Filippo, you killed with this. You slayed. And this is just so like powdery and smooth and like bright with the aldehydes. It's like spring is coming. I'm like in like a business suit with a skirt. I don't know, I just feel ready to take on the world. And I know that not everyone loves Libre, but I love this. I think it's so, I just love it. So yeah, that's how I feel. Smash. I have to talk about this perfume even though I haven't smelled it yet, and this is the new Kylie Jenner Cosmic scent. The notes of this fragrance are jasmine, blood orange, gold amber accord, red peony accord, vanilla musk accord, and cedarwood. This perfume sounds like the most generic, likable scent. And I love peony, I love vanilla, I love cedarwood, I like blood orange. This just sounds nice, like a really simple, everyday, easy go perfume. I don't think it's gonna be super like overpowering, long lasting. I think it's just gonna be like one of those perfumes that's like, that's nice. And that's what I'm expecting from this. I think they're sending me a bottle, so I think if you want like a full video review, I can do that. I've seen people say it smells like hairspray. I've seen people say it smells a little juvenile. I'm not expecting like top tier quality because this is a celebrity fragrance. So I'm interested to see like where this falls in terms of like quality. Like, is it up to par with the designer scents? It definitely won't smell niche, or will it be more of like a celebrity perfume? Overall, I'm not super interested in it, but I think the bottle is really cool and I actually like the notes. So I definitely want to review it. I don't know if it's going to be like a full YouTube video kind of vibe. It definitely could be like a full TikTok video. If you want a full YouTube video, let me know. I could do that. I just don't know if there's like that much to say about this perfume. Let me know what you guys think. And then we have My Way Nectar. I haven't smelled this one, but I think it's gonna be really good. And I have to say, I love the bottle. I think the bottle is so pretty, and I love pear, and I think Sydney Sweeney is very pretty. It's so funny, like I feel like this perfume already came out. Like maybe I was like spoiled about it long ago. The ratings on Fragrantica are pretty mid. It's mostly like okay slash like slash a bit of love. No one seems like super overwhelmed about it, but I think it looks so good. There's pear, orange blossom, bergamot, violet leaf. I love violet. Oh, people say it reminds them of the Kayali Sparkling Lychee, which is one of my favorite like Kayali scents. I think it could be really good. I love like a juicy pear. This sounds like perfect for spring, and I love the lid. I just think that it looks so pretty. I love it, and I love My Way. Like I'm getting my way. I like it. I think it smells good. Again, I wouldn't blind buy. I don't really blind buy perfumes. Like, so I wouldn't blind buy it. I think it could be good. I have 2 more perfumes. I'm almost done. 2 more perfumes. First of all, I have Strawberry Letter from Fleur, which is their new launch. I wore this yesterday and I wore it to the gym, and this perfume went so powdery on me. It's supposed to be like kind of like a warm cooked strawberry. Like, it's not actually supposed to be cooked. It's sweet, it's fruity, there's strawberry, there's plum, which again is that like more warm, jammy note. Red poppy. I wore this yesterday and I got a compliment, but it went really, really powdery on me, which I didn't like as much. I was like, oh, is my deodorant like extra? Like, I wasn't sure what was happening. I went for a run and this perfume was like, I felt like it was attacking me. I think because I had like a bunch of it on my wrists, and so every time I like did this, I would smell it. I don't know, I like it. This is like Burberry Her, but without the je ne sais quoi. It doesn't have that Francis Kurkdjian touch. It doesn't have that dance in the air around you, but it has the same perfumer, Gabriella Chilario, who does all the Kayali perfumes. So if you like Kayali perfumes, this definitely smells like something Kayali could have released. I like the warm, like tonka bean base. It's actually probably one of my favorites from Fleur. I know I'm kind of like, oh, it's okay, but like, I like it. I think it's good. I wish it didn't go as powdery on me, and like, I got compliments and I left the house loving it, and maybe I was like mixing, maybe it was my deodorant I smelled a little bit, I don't know. I'll have to wear it a little more, but I'd say it's like maybe like a 7 or 8 out of 10. Last but very much not least is the Kayali Smoky Oud, and as you can see, I have not even opened this yet. You'll get my reaction. Kayali launches so many perfumes. Like, they have so many perfumes. I don't know why this one wasn't launched with the Oudgasm collection. Maybe something happened. It sounds like one of the deeper oud scents, like rum, tobacco, saffron. Like, this isn't for spring. So I wonder why this wasn't launched with the Oudgasm collection. Knowing me, this sounds like my nightmare. I don't really like smoky scents and I don't love oud. But the notes actually don't look that bad. Okay, I like it. There's like a freshness to it. I smell a lot of the cedar wood. I don't really get the rum. This smells unisex, like kind of leaning masculine, which is funny because I don't know many men who like wear Kayali scents or are interested in Kayali scents, because I feel like most of them are like more femme leaning. I smell polysantal, and I know that sandalwood isn't like listed in here. I'm getting the more sour note there is in oud, but it's so far in the background. It doesn't smell like Oud Satin Mood to me. I'm smelling this and I'm not disliking it, but I'm gonna tell you now, it's not my type of scent. It's not something I'm gonna reach for. I just don't ever see myself putting this on to go out, and not to knock it. Like, I don't mind how it smells. I think it smells good. I like to smell it on a man. Same thing about the like Le Monde Gourmand scent, the strawberries and cream one. It smells good. Am I ever gonna wear it? Probably not. I'm gonna have to find someone to give this to, not because it's bad. It's oud and it's patchouli, and that's just not an Emma scent. Like, Emma is lactonic, fresh, warm gourmands, and this is just like not my comfort zone. Maybe it will be one day. So I would say this is a pass for me. Kind of knew that would be the case, but I was pleasantly surprised by the scent. It wasn't as like warm and rum-y as I expected. It's more like fresh spicy almost. A lot of the patchouli. Geranium is probably what I smell. Very masculine. I would like to smell it on a man. It's just not for me. Thank you so much for watching my video. Let me know what perfumes you are interested in picking up after watching this. Let me know if there's any other new launches that you have your eyes on. I'd love to hear about it. I'd love to talk about it with you guys. Please follow me on Instagram. It's like my least loved platform. If you already do, thank you so much. I want to find a way to like incorporate you guys into a next video. I think I might do something of like perfumes based on your aesthetic, ranking my followers' signature scents or something. That'll definitely be through like a poll on Instagram. So if you don't follow me there, you are missing out. Thank you all for watching my video, and I love you guys, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.